I killed someone. Is what I would say if I killed someone. Welcome back to the Case of the Golden Idol, a game where we're given a series of scenes, and we have to try to figure out who the victim and the murderer is. And as we go through the levels, the story comes together and becomes more and more absurd. As you can see, we're starting here with some demon masks. If you haven't seen the first episode, because the story is cohesive, I highly, highly recommend you check it out. The game is incredible, I love the art style, and it's actually quite difficult. So let's use our enormous gigabrain YouTuber brains to figure out who the murderers are. Chapter 3, The Ascent. The strange practices of a secretive societies. Okay, so in our last episode, the person who had the golden idol, whom we figured out has magical, mystical properties, died. So someone new must have the golden idol. We click on these things to kind of find, okay, immediately the first thing I click is a dude naked, wrapped up in the shrubs. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. It's not even telling me anything about him. Okay, he's got some tattoos on his back. Jeez Louise, dude. I know what you like now. He's got a little bit of a loaded pistol. He's got a coil of rope. He's got a shabby formal coat. Maybe a, oh my god. To David Gorin for reliable service from EC. Remember, EC was Edward Cloudsley, I want to say. He was the person who last had the golden idol and died in the last episode. David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume, grab rope, and weapons. WK. We do know that Walter Keane was in the first episode and he survived. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. And a dagger. Okay, so what this tells me is that apparently this is David Gorin? But this isn't what David Gorin looked like in the first episode. For those of you who decided to skip the first episode, you have no fucking clue what's going on. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of footprints. One in like sneakers and one in dress shoes. And then I think someone is dragging a body this way. Maybe this is the body that was dragged. And then the footprints go in different directions. Yep. Okay, so they split off that way. Is that all? A hat? Okay, no, there's actually more in here. A loaded pistol. This guy, Walter Keane, he is the gentleman robber. A clean new coat. And a sword. Okay, so we didn't even check everything out here. Okay, wait, we didn't even check his tattoo. Alright, so the hand eye. Oh, this is the dark hand, isn't it? The tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. Things are getting a little bit more intense than they were before. And remember, if we go to the thinking tab, we have to fill in all sorts of things with words and clues that we find. So there is material to be discovered. I think the only thing we can do is walk into this room. Alright. The brothers wear masks. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Appropriate to their house. Dark hands obviously have the dark hand. Proud beasts have this lion. And water snakes have the sperm. Alrighty. Moreover, the brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Master tier. Steward tier, and initiate tier. It's gonna be pretty easy to figure out who's who. And then we've got some scrolls. Oh my fucking god, reading. No. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. This must be Walter Keane. And actually it is because he signed it. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I have recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. Okay, he does seem to be kind of lying about some of the things that happened. I don't think he's as strong as he claims. Masters, I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that could not be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts, of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. Okay. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the apprentice trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keene. Okay, so is the idol, that is the titular part of the game, important to the Dark Hand, and it all started with this guy stealing it from them? Illuminated Masters, I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-handed brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I kind of called that. I am certain that on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic and apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. Okay, so Walter Keene is definitely a little bit of a snake. Oh, I should grab all this. Walter Keene is a snake, and we don't know whether to trust him or not. So we can go up or down. Let's start by going up. Oh my. Alright. Cool. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Holy fuck, dude. They look like snowmen, kind of. The Griffin has spoken. And a ruby ring. We have noticed also that everybody who has a ruby ring is generally of a higher class. The Griffin has spoken. Tray. Okay, with a small vial of unknown substance that seems to be poison. How can you tell it's poison? Well, it has a skull, okay? That's how you know in real life, too. And another ruby ring. Moreover, this snowman has a tankard and another ruby ring. What's up with the ruby rings, man? I don't know. Let us await the results from the chamber below. A ceremonial sword and a ruby ring. And last but not least, dude, all these guys fucking say the Griffin has spoken. I get it, man. A ceremonial scepter and a ruby ring. Meanwhile, there's someone that's dead. This could very well be Walter Keene. The man in the mask is not breathing. Yeah, if you're new to this series, they tell you when someone's dead. As opposed to you figuring it out by yourself because you're laying on the floor. 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are completely empty. Almost empty, sorry. And then what do we got here? Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both the drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. So you add substance to one of the cups, the defender chooses first, accuser chooses the remaining, and both partake in the wine cups. So what I think happened is that Geoffrey Sinclair accused Walter Keene of being evil, they did this thing, and one of them died. If I had to make a guess, I don't think it was Walter Keene that died. Let's go downstairs. What have we got in here? Another guy. Oh my god. Edward, you're alive? Edward, I thought you were dead. That's not Edward, never mind, Edward's older. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. And who are you? Okay, what have we got here? 1. A person with a house on their back. 2. A person with no mouth but eating. 3. A fish in a room. Fish in a house. 4. When it's sunny, I'm warm. When it's cold, I'm cold. Indeed. And you? Prepare to receive what you have earned. Okay, so he gives him a marking of the eye, and he gives him a proud beast thing. So it's going to be a proud beast initiate, and a ruby ring in his pocket, and a ruby ring on his finger. And last but not least, brother. A member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood. Council of Masters. And last but not least, in this room... Okay. Fuck. Inception. You must endure the tests of Snail, Fire, Water, Grass, administered by Proud Beast Steward. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Proud Beast Steward because he has this marking. Although admission, you must endure the tests of Snail, Hourglass, Water, Star, administered by any master. Okay, so I think... Wow, we still haven't even gotten every single one of the words that we need. As you can see, we're still missing 4 words. So let's go try to find that and we'll go to thinking. Oh, I didn't even read these. What the hell? Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand and requires the decorations of the hall. The Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. That's number 2 picture. I don't know what the other 2 are. And ritual of conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations of the hall, the never-tiring teacher, the keeper of treasures, the mirror of the soul. And last but not least, the ritual of dispute. Only stewards of higher ranking to be a defender accuser. Must be water snake master, and the ritual of discord. Okay, we have everything. We can go check our clues as usual later, but why don't we open this? Okay, so usually I like to start by filling in who is who, but I also want to read what's going on. So someone was blanked to a blank ritual. That is challenged, right? That is the only thing that can fit here. He, along with someone else, ambushed someone else, posing as someone else, signaled to blank with a blank. I'm pretty sure it's going to be signaled. With a blank, which blank had no dot. Okay. The other something, maybe poisoned and died. Meanwhile, someone passed the initiation ritual to become, I think, Proud Beast Initiate. So I'm gonna put this in here for now. Okay, now let's try to find what these masks exactly are. I do think that the red mask is gonna be Proud Beast because of the person doing the insignia at the bottom. So maybe we'll put the red mask as Proud Beast as well. That then questions... Well, actually, we can take a look at his thing as well. Is he a master or an initiate? Oh, we can check the guy's robe outside to find out. So whoever this was, he was a Dark Hand initiate, and in his bag, he had this robe. Is that robe? No, that's not the robe we're looking for. This is the robe we're looking for. A shabby formal coat. I think it's this one, right? This is the initiate version. I mean, this guy's gotta be David Gorin, right? I mean, I don't super love this. And also there's multiple ways. Oh my god, it's not David Gorin. He just had David Gorin's stuff. So it actually could be Walter Keane. Okay, because he stole David Gorin's stuff. But why, I mean, why would the fuck would he have stolen the stuff? Alright, let's try Walter Keane. That's not right either. Holy fuck. Okay. This is harder than I thought. Let's go back to the masks. If I had to guess, I mean, the blue mask has to be Water Snake, right? I'm kind of gonna guess here, but I'm gonna put them as Water Snake and this guy as Dark Hand. I can't super tell why. This guy does have Walter Keane's hat, though. Unless this was the person who said to Walter Keane that they don't trust them. Okay. I'm also seeing now, I think what's important is this blue ribbon thing. As you can see, this Grim Reaper icon has a blue ribbon, so perhaps things that have the blue icon will tell us which ritual we're dealing with on the top floor. So we've got a key, we've got a book, and we've got the Grim Reaper. So let's just try to find that. The Keeper of Treasures, Mirror of the Soul. No, we need someone with Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is this. Grim Reaper, Never Tiring Teachers, and Keeper of Treasures. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the Ritual of Dispute, just like we thought it was, where one of them was poisoned. So this is gonna be Ritual of Dispute. I guess then what we can do is, because we know that this is a ritual as well, we can maybe see what's going on here, but there's no blue ribbons attached to anything. And this is a ritual, right? Yeah, this is like an initiation ritual. We can just see what's going on. Also, only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. So these green cloaks are either steward or master. But it also says, no, that's not this one. Dispute. The scepter must be worn by a water snake master. Who had the scepter on them? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so this mask is water snake, and this is the ritual scepter. So that means that master is white. So master is white. That means steward is here. Okay, we filled all that incorrectly. I mean, this has got to be like ritual of inception, right? This is because he's making him a steward or an initiate or whatever. So this, do we need their names or do we just need what they are exactly? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure what we can do here is though that Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with blank, ambushed someone. Interesting. Oh, maybe... No, not Edward. Who's David Sinclair? No, David Gorin, sorry. Jeffrey Sinclair. So what's up with you, dude? I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Brother, a member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. So this must be... Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. So Walter Keane is upstairs, and then this is whoever he suggested should be initiated, right? Lazarus Hurst. And then this guy's just a proud beast steward, I believe. So what if we try this? Also, everything's spelled incorrectly. This is getting really hard. The first episode we were like managing to solve some stuff, but now I actually have to think and go back and forth and look at everything. Also, this mask, which was the mask we saw at the beginning of the game, on like level 1, where I can't remember his name, but the guy who stole the golden idol from killing the first guy in the tutorial part had it like attached on his wall. So he must have been a proud beast guy. I don't know what's up with all these cults. Okay, what else do we have to figure out? So there was a dispute. So someone was a water snake steward, and someone else is a dark hand steward. Okay. I want to believe that Walter Keane is the guy that survives, but I have to confirm that. Like, I just feel like it, from a meta sense, that's what it's gonna be. So someone ambushed someone else, right? It's depending on their shoes, right? Oh, maybe we can take a look at their shoes. Oh, this guy was barefoot. Walter Keane is barefoot. Oh no, they both need to be barefoot. Fucking shit. That's not helpful at all. So why isn't this guy David Gorin? David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. The fuck? Shabby formal coat. A coil of rope. These are all David's belongings. This is Walter Keane's hat. And then Walter Keane's robes as well. But Walter Keane is a liar also. We know that. Walter Keane could have been colluding with David Gorin. What if Walter Keane colluding with David Gorin. He wanted Lazarus Hurst as part of this as well, to like systematically disassemble the like Proud Beasts and Dark Hands or whatever. He was assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. Like, that's a lie. So technically, whoever this guy was must have just gotten fucked, unluckily. I guarantee that's not Walter Keane. There's no way the story would go this way. I feel like I could put it in, but that's cheating. What if we... Okay, first things first. What if we do Proud Beast Master? And what if we do Water Snake Master? I think these are the only two people that we're gonna know. So Darkhand Initiate and Water Snake Initiate are gonna be here. And then let's just put... I think Walter Keane is living, and I think Jeffrey Sinclair is dead. How does this look? 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay, maybe we just have to take a look at the rules then. Because this is the dispute one, right? This guy, if he isn't David Gorin, because he doesn't look like David Gorin, what if he's just... I don't know, what if he's, I don't know, what the fuck is he? Oh, you know what it is? The guy outside has the Dark Hand Initiate thing, and the guy upstairs has a Dark Head... I put him, right? Dark Hand Initiate. So this guy is actually Dark Hand Initiate. This guy isn't Walter Keane. Everything is filled in correctly because this guy is fucking David Gorin. This guy's David Gorin that Walter Keane colluded with. Okay, so Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with David Gorin, ambushed a Dark Hand Initiate. That way David Gorin could sneak in. I don't know what they're trying to do yet. Blank, posing as... Oh, David Gorin, okay, again. Posing as Dark Hand Initiate. Do I just have to, like, keep repeating these? I don't know. Signaled to This has got to be Walter Keane. With a tankard, it's the only thing that he's carrying. Which, I don't know, had no water, maybe. Let me go check the tankard, actually. We should probably be checking all of this. A silver tankard with some red wine in it. Huh. 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are mostly empty. Oh! He signals which has the poison in it. Because everyone else is watching. Only these 2 guys aren't watching. Okay. So, someone drank, and we know the person who drank is Jeffrey Sinclair. Drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual, which blank had no... okay, so it had no poison. With a tankard which... What? Which cup? He signaled to Walter Keane with the tankard. Which cup had no poison? Yeah, that's right. I think this is right. The scroll is filled incorrectly. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual dispute, he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died. Nice! We actually got this one. That was the hardest one by far. If you're enjoying this series, please let me know. I know that the first video didn't do like super duper well, but I'm really enjoying this. And I feel like we get to spend a lot of time together because these videos are longer. Chapter 3, The Ascent, the crowning celebration by the Lighthouse. Okay, so now we know that David Gorin and Walter Keane know each other, and that's how Walter Keane knew the location of Edward Cloudsley. All right, what do we got here? We start with the people, as always. That was an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So, is a griffin reborn? He's got another ruby ring, and he's also got a heavy seal that says 3 in a really bad way, or like an upside down, maybe triangle 2-2. Okay. What is this guy? This is Lazarus Hurst. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you brothers to great many changes. Ruby ring, and then what does he got? Miracle preparation. This is decrease, and I think this is... I can't remember. After the decrease something input, aim at the sky, press the lever to maximum position, and hold at least 10 seconds. At this point, the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Maybe air. This is air, okay? Miracle hypothesis. The water works better, but its effect is not as convincing. Therefore, increase air. Main challenge is ensuring my balance when holding the idol. Practice is paramount. Yeah, and air is being pushed down. I think I'm figuring this out really fast now. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If the eye is red, it turns blue, and if it's blue, it turns red. We already knew that. Okay, so Lazarus Hurst now has access to the idol because Walter Keane did indeed save it. We still don't know what Walter looks like, though. And thus, Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. A ruby ring, a silver cloud crowned with gems. Holy, this is getting crazy. And then here we've got all the masks. We've got everybody that was probably present. Is this Walter? It doesn't remind me of what Walter looked like in the first episode. Here, I brought your staff, O Griffin Reborn. Okay, maybe it is Walter, because he's got the hats. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus into our brotherhood, but he has not shared all his secrets with me. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing this miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Increase air, I think. Then he pressed a small lever on the handle of the cane, and it grants him the powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well as in your hands as his. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. Okay, did he give this to Mr. McBain or not yet? And here's the staff. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. The idol is in the staff. Lovely. And it's got a hole at the bottom so that the air can be shot. Ruby ring. And then we've got a golden snuff box filled with opium powder. Why that's important? I don't know. Maybe... I literally have no idea. Is he gonna, like, kill himself? Okay, those guys... We can just take a look at what kind of shoes they have. Boots. versus dress shoes versus cowboy boots versus more dress shoes. I don't know. Rules in history. Holy fuck. Griffin Rebirth. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. Alright, so the golden idol is being used to perform the miracle, and the miracle in this case is to fly. Because we use the staff to fly up into the air. Meanwhile, first, we suck up the air through the sky. If someone repeats the miracle, it is proven that it was not a miracle but mere magic. Claimant is punished with death. If no one can repeat the miracle, the masks fall. Claimant is crowned as the Griffin Reborn. Okay, so I think this guy is giving... Yeah, of course, is giving it to Lazarus Hearst. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you brothers with a great many changes. And did he have the cane on him? No, Walter Keane did. Walter Keane wanted Lazarus in here. Okay, a lot of people walking to and fro, but someone is dead. Holy shit, who the fuck? The man is not breathing in a severe... How did I not see this guy? I was... my eyes were drawn to the uggos. Okay, and here we've got... Who the fuck? Water Snake Master. Are you a Water Snake Master? What kind of mask do you have? Yeah, you are a Water Snake Master. Lately I've experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately and know that when pushed, my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In my many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones. Proud Beast Master. And then here we've got dear friend. It is not so simple for me to get you a seat alongside me at the court of directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. It will only imbalance your humors. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. Okay, this is a master. He was probably present at the ceremony. There's a bunch of masters here, actually. His arm appears to be broken, and both his legs appear to be broken. So maybe he actually flew. Hit the miracle, he flew into the sky and then crashed down. I'm sure that's what happened. And his cane also had a hole in it. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So Lazarus and Walter Keane were fooling everybody. The door is locked from the inside. And what have we got up here? They probably climbed up the lighthouse and tried... Maybe they jumped off and survived or something. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Empire. General Alistair Koch. Okay, that could be the guy who's dead. And up here we've got a trapdoor that connects to the staircase to the top of the lighthouse. Not locked. We're still missing a shit ton, though. We haven't even checked this guy. What an honor to experience such a historical event. Isn't this the lawyer from before? Okay. Oh, this says what time it is. Okay. It says the stamp. How the fuck do you read this? I don't know. Protocol of an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. Location: the lighthouse on Gull Islet near the Horn of Codhead. Time noon. Present: Lord Angus McBain, Lord Alistair Koch, James Turner, Walter Keane, Lazarus Hearst. In charge of notes, Mr. Nicholas Maker. This is Nicholas Maker. I think we can immediately put this guy as Nicholas Maker. We can also put Lazarus Hearst as this guy. And I'm pretty confident in saying that this is Walter Keane. I think this might be McBain, but let's keep trying. Dear Watersnake Brother Maker, as the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not access work implications. Please go through official channels so my staff can evaluate credentials as an attorney. Darkhand Master, JT. Who was the Darkhand Master? So this guy was not JT, because he was a water snake. James Turner is a Darkhand Master. Of these guys, who is James Turner? And then we're still looking at the idol, actually. What is this? This was Increase Air. The golden idol enclosed within the handle of an ornamental cane. We know that. And the thing is blue. So we just used a red maneuver. I feel like all of this we've known so far. And then history. I didn't read history yet. Chronicles of Griffin Rebirth. In 1725, the first Darkhand Lord Harrington demonstrated flying. Jumped off a cliff to his death. Okay. That's not funny. In 1756, Proud Beastmaster Lord Pledgley involved a seance talking to the spirits. Lord Angus McBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. In 1764, Darkhand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus. Lord Angus McBain produced a homunculus as well. In 1771, Proud Beastmaster Lord White carried out the hypnosis of a servant. Lord Angus McBain hypnotized the same man as well. So Angus McBain must be this guy, Because he's been fucking killing it, man. He's been disproving the cults all this time. And last but not least, the set of heavy wooden oars. Is that important at all? I don't think so. I do think, though, that this guy is McBain. Angus McBain. Okay, now how do we figure out who James Turner is? I think it might just be based off of the order of the masks. So if, like, the lawyer was red, then this guy would also be red. And we do know that Walter Keane was Proud Beast Steward. So that actually checks out. That means that Water Snake Brother Maker. Oh no, Water Snake was Maker. So he was Water Snake. This guy was Dark Hand. Lazarus Hearst was Proud Beast Initiate from the last one. Okay. That leaves either another Proud Beast or a Dark Hand to be these guys. But who's who? So this guy has, like, the fake 7. Oh no, it would be a 7 stamp. I'm so stupid because once you stamp it, well, okay, whatever. He has a 7 stamp that was given to this guy. That begs the question, though, then, who the fuck is... Who's the doctor? One of them is a doctor. And then who is the other one? Angus McBain, we've got Alistair Cock. And that's the other person. They're both lords. Lord versus doctor. So the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, JT, must be the lord. So James Turner... Oh, wait, no, he's a doctor. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Dude, fucking Seven Seas Trading Company, obviously. Because this guy has the stamp for 7. I'm so stupid. Okay, that took forever. That must mean that this guy is James Turner. And that just leaves Angus Cock, or Alistair Cock, right? Show me the money. All identities filled in together. Okay. People who had the magical relic in their hands chronologically. Okay, we can take a look at the history, right? The first Dark Lord Harrington demonstrated flying. Darken Lord Farrington. What? Wait, so what? What are we supposed to get here? People with the magical relic in their hands chronologically. Oh, of what happened here. Well, the first person that must have had it was Lazarus Hearst, who I think flew using air. But let's see. Okay, someone blackmailed someone to find out how someone would perform the miracle of... It's gotta be flying. So if we take a look here... This guy also had like a staff or a scepter. He fell. Meanwhile, here, I brought back your staff, O Griffin Reborn. So he had the staff last. He had the idol last. And that is Walter Keane, because he currently has it. And I'm pretty sure Lazarus Hearst had it first because he managed to fly. Thus, Angus McBain had it second when it was just sucking air. Everything is filling. Oh, correct. Okay. Then someone blackmailed someone else to find out how someone would form the miracle of flying. Probably Angus was blackmailing. Water Snake Master, lately I have experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. So whoever sent this Proud Beast Master, I'm pretty sure that's Alistair, thought that Angus McBain was actually super powerful. I do think that what's his name? Angus McBain blackmailed someone to find out how Lazarus Hearst would obviously perform the miracle of flying. That's why he's so involved in the history. He's managed to somehow haggle his way in. The question is it Alistair Cock or is it James Turner? What does Walter Keane have again? Darkhand Steward. Who is the Darkhand Steward? Wait, isn't he a Darkhand Steward? Yeah, that's what he is. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul... Wait, so McBain... Oh. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Increase air. Then he pressed a small lever on the handle of the cane and it grants him the abilities to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well in your hands as his. So Master McBain actually blackmailed him. That is Walter Keane. Walter Keane. Everything is filled in correctly. Great. Okay. Something blued. Jumped with the idol. Right? Using the seal to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become Griffin reborn. And that is obviously, what's his name? Lazarus Hurst. Okay, that all makes sense. Then blank also jumped from the lighthouse afterwards. Okay, and that is, what's his name? Angus McBain. This resulted in Angus McBain's death from a head wound, presumably, because he also just got completely blasted. The scroll is not filled in correctly. Okay. So Lazarus Hurst jumped with the idol using the... Is it not seal? Lazarus Hurst jumped from... Yeah, okay, the lighthouse using the idol. Fuck. I mean, I got it. I knew what I was talking about. When Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse and survived using the hidden golden idol, Master Angus McBain thought he had enough information to repeat the miracle and prevent Lazarus from becoming Griffin Reborn. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets of the idol. It did not work for him, and Angus jumped to his death. Okay, 2 down from chapter 3. Where is this story going? Because, I mean, I would assume that Lazarus is also going to end up dying. He is Griffin Reborn. The Ascent, the interrupted weekend at the doctor's salon. There was another doctor. And is that this guy? I can't remember. This is Angus... Not Angus. Whatever. Something cock. This is outrageous. I thought you were an honorable man, Leopold. Not some Aquitanian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relations with Lemuria and provoke a conflict. A clean small sword and a ring with a ruby. Wow, this is getting like high-ass... what's it called? High society murders. You're James. Ha, Leopold. Your plan to frame 2 is sublime, but your missing button... is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Ring with a ruby, a clean doctor's scalpel. Okay, we do know that that's a doctor, and a clean small sword. Meanwhile, this must be Leopold. James, this is preposterous. You know damn well that he was killed by that Lemurian savage. Missing button, okay. A clean small sword. And dear friend, now that the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. We will have some drinks and discuss what to do about that prime minister position. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Okay, so we know this is James Turner, but we don't have his name yet. Who is this guy with the blue hair? What the fuck? They didn't have hair dye back then, man. He stole his life just like that. The doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls you said that you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I'm having a weekend of drinks at my manor, and a prince of the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do the honor of your company too. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. So this is James Turner's house, I think. And then who is this guy? Must be a servant. He looks like a servant. Oh no, Lemurian. It sounds like Moon. I hope the host did not notice me when I was leaning over the sleeping eye patch gentleman. The sleeping eye patch gentleman? Where's the eye patch? Oh, he was sleeping. Okay. So what have you got? A spicy smelling ornamental box. Dear Prince, I heard that you got invited to a party by the director of Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, but this might be just the opportunity that we seek to reclaim our honor. Okay, so there's foul play involved within different countries or clans. Dear Prince, as you know, I'm a great aficionado, yes, they are Lemurian culture. It would be my pleasure to invite a member of the Tu clan to spend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of my own political dignitaries. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. So this guy is Prince Ptu of the Lemurians. A brown stone slate seal. Okay. And here, a clean Lemurian war club. Interesting. Who is this guy? Constable number 1, Arthur Faulkner. Oh God, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime ministerial candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. Testimonies. We'll read those in a sec. I think that I can just put this guy's name in, right? Arthur Faulkner. And he's got a clean constable's pike. Okay, so he works for the police. We'll get back to that. I'm not going to check this out yet, but let's see who you are. This is such a mess. However, we will clean the blood out the rug. That's great. And you? Oh lord, I did not expect something like this in our household. Slightly grassy garden shears. I don't think that's going to be important, to be honest. So we've got a tea house, a chest house, a croquet field, a library, a salon, flower beds, fountain. And someone died somewhere. Okay, and on the table, a full glass of sherry, an almost empty glass of sherry. Okay, so they were clearly doing business here. or thinking about, I guess, something about their businesses. And here we've got sherry that was dropped, a fallen bottle of sherry. Meanwhile, this guy, why didn't we take a look at this guy? He was boomeranged to the head. Is it made of wood? Lemurian wood? He's got a button. So he grabbed the button. Maybe he was drinking and he fell backwards. I have no idea. Who is this guy? The man is not breathing and has a huge vertical wound on his forehead. Can boomerangs really kill you like that? A clean small sword. And dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition and have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister situation. Please join us on May 12th. Kindly confirm your presence, James Turner. We still don't have James Turner's, like, name that we can put in. Listen, apologies for the shouting match yesterday. Let's continue our discussion at noon. Leo. Okay, so this guy and Leo definitely talked over here over some glasses of sherry. The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. I guess maybe he is actually a Lemurian aficionado because he has a lot of these random things, and then this boomerang is missing. And what did we see on this guy's head, or this guy's thing? An axe with a seal that doesn't exist, or that he doesn't have. Maybe he's just trying to get it. Then we've got the psychoactive plants, drugged symptoms, spotty onion, an illusion of unity with the universe, increased appetite, hiccups. Lemurian lichen. Hyperconcentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking. Black poppy, sleepiness. Whites of eyes get a pink tint. Oh, you have that. Okay. Redberry, surge of energy, vocalization of all your thoughts, twitching, aggression. No one seems to really be twitching too much. And what's on your thing? Okay, the testimony. So Leopold. Leopold claims, holy shit, this is getting intense, that he had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. As he was falling asleep, he saw a Lemurian observing him through the glass door, so that's over there. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. The butler, that's this guy because he was high as absolute fuck. He woke up the butler, he entered the salon and found the body, and upon inspecting the weapon, deduced that the murderer was the Lemurian. He instructed the butler to raise the alarm. I believe Leopold. Immediately, Gideon. He played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away. Just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Holy, so many stories. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly afterwards. Now we got Ergen. Slightly difficult to understand what he says, potentially because he has challenges with our language. Claims that everything young Master Bell says is absolutely correct. Who is young Master Bell? James. He claims that he drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. Then he went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Okay, so Alistair was apparently with the butler in the chess house. There's someone that confirms that story. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. Okay. And NB. As the master of the house, he led the interrogation of the suspects. Alistair. In the morning, he practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. They played together, and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. So Turner and Alistair were playing together. But Turner could have had time to kill the guy, technically. It's just Alistair did not. And who was this? Sorry? Podrick. Claims that served Lord Alistair in the chest house in the morning. Okay. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoiled sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk, and then go to assist Mr. Spade in the garden. So this guy is Podrick's assistant, probably. Assist Mr. Spade. This guy must be Mr. Spade. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Was woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm. Then saw the deceased lying in the salon. Okay. And bilium. Planted and pruned all morning. by the chrysanthemum bush, saw the young gentleman and foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. In the afternoon, moved to the rose bush. From there, saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain around noon, continued his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. Okay, great. Let's see if we can start getting people. But the only thing... Oh, okay, so this is just a map. Holy shit, this is the chess house. Great. They're playing chess. I don't know why the king and the queen are here together and here together, but we won't say how good or bad they are. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea, one almost empty, the other untouched. Chrysanthemum bushes, unfinished croquet match on the grass field, and the rose bushes. So this is all just to corroborate the story. And last but not least, London Gazetteer. Who will be the new Prime Minister? New Order Party, moderates, loyalists. The New Order Party have the most MPs, but it is clear that the old parties will form a coalition. This means that either loyalist leader Blanchard or moderate leader Valentine will become the Prime Minister, leaving Lazarus Hearst and his party in the opposition. Okay, so the moderates are the guy who's dead. The loyalist is Leopold. Loyalist leader Leopold Blanchard. Got it. I think it's this and this. And then we can also tell that the moderate is something Valentine. I just can't remember what his name is. So this is Valentine. Moreover, we know that this, not Gideon, we know this is James... What's his last name? James Turner, I think. And then we know that this guy is P2. And then Augustus Cock or Alistair Cock. I think it's Alistair Cock. This guy is Spade. I think it's Billiam Spade, but I can't quite remember. We're just going to go back and check all of these things again. Ooh, a door. Never mind. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. All right, Billiam Spade, right? Yep, he planted all that. Podrick. Who's Podrick? Served Lord Alistair in the chest house in the morning. I think that this is the Blazed guy. Disposed of the spoiled sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk, and then go to assist Mr. Spade in the garden. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Who's Ergen again? Slightly difficult to understand what he says, potentially because he has challenges with our language. So this is the prince. This is Ergen Ptu. Leopold we know. Gideon, we don't have anyone's name being Gideon, right? So let's see what Gideon says. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to an interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away, just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Wait, who the fuck would Gideon be? I guess the only person that Gideon could be is this guy. He stole his life just like that. Dear friend, the reason I think this must be Gideon is because Gideon didn't have anything to do. So Gideon must be a powerful player in this. Which leads me to believe that the name of the other guy, it's not James, not Alistair. Is he Podrick? He served Alistair in the chess house in the morning. Okay, cool. So this must be Podrick. Ergen claims that everything young Master Bell says is correct. So that means that Gideon must be Bell, because he's a young master. Which leads Podrick... What's his last name? Hill. Hill versus Augustus. So this must be Augustus Valentine and Podrick Hill. Just based on what they sound like. And that's what I do, baby. I cheat the game. Alright, there are empty slots. So Augustus Valentine is the victim. The boomerang is the murder weapon. The salon, I guess, is where he was murdered. Let me just check to make sure there's no blood anywhere. Yeah, I mean, would you call this the salon? I don't know, it's like where the... Oh, maybe that's the library. Yeah, let's call it the library because there's books there. So the body wasn't found by Alistair. The body was not found by James. The body was not found by Ergen. And was not found by Gideon. Upon inspecting that the weapon deduced that the Lemurian was the murderer. Okay, and instructed... So maybe it was Leopold, actually. So the body was found by Leopold. Where's Leopold? Leopold Blanchard. I mean, they were... together, right? Wait, what? 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Augustus Valentine is the victim. The boomerang is the murder weapon. He was found by Leopold. Is it not library? Is it salon after all? Okay, everything's filled incorrectly. Whatever, dude. Alright. Location of each suspect when the body was found. Holy cow. So Leopold had the cherry, and he probably drank the entire thing. He was in the salon when he found the body, because he found the body. So let's put that at salon. Leopold is the loyalist. The gardener also, we know, was at the flower beds, right? That's just what he was doing. The general. Who the fuck is the general? Huh? Whose head is like that? The young man? Let's take a look at where Belle was. So Gideon saw Lord Alistair leave the chest house and return shortly afterwards. He was... So Gideon and Ergen were presumably at the tea house. So let's put them there. And James Turner spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. As the master of the house, he led the interrogation of the suspects. What the fuck? That seems that seems not legit. Okay, so where's the doctor? He must have been in the chess house. They played chess together and was very close to winning when the alarm was raised, and this is Alistair Cox, so he must be in the chess house as well. That just leaves the butler, whose name is Podrick Hill. He was woken up by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm, but he fainted where? He entered the library. Okay. Is that right? Everything is filled in correctly. Great. Okay. Early in the morning, someone killed someone in the salon and stole... Oh my god, it was Ergen Pitou. Ergen Pitou stole the book that's on his person. Killed Augustus Valentine in the morning. It's the only way. And stole a... Not a button. I guess that's a seal. Is that what we would call that? Let's just take a look at him. A brownstone slate steel. Yeah, okay, it's you, bro. A Lemurian... Oh. Lemurian seal. Oh, no, this is seal. I'm so wrong. He stole a Lemurian seal from the... Huh? Salon? In the blank at around noon. Oh my god. Okay, to frame... Ergen Pitou. I'm wrong. So I think that this is all wrong. This isn't about killing. Someone else killed someone else. Someone killed Augustus Valentine. And framed the... No, but... It's not framing Ergen Pitou. The person that's being framed is the loyalist. Oh, fucking it's about politics, of course. And the loyalist is Leopold Branchard. So, you're framing Leopold Branchard, and the person framing him, you said it's the button, right? Your plan to frame two is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Why does... Oh, but dude. Yeah, because the doctor works with Lazarus Hurst. So Lazarus... You need to get rid of the opposition. So it's... All of it is about James. James Turner killed Augustus Valentine and framed... And stole the button on him? Did Augustus Valentine fall to frame Leopold Branchard? But I don't see how the button happened. Whatever, let's go back. So early in the morning, someone did something. They could have provoked or stolen or drugged or planted. Whoa. Sheesh. I don't know if this matters, but this guy is violent as fuck because he has the surge of energy, twitching aggression. Oh, no. He has a Lemurian lichen. Concentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking. Oh. So, no, they were at the tea house, right? Yeah, the young man and the prince were at the tea house, so he had the Lemurian lichen. Does that matter at all? Meanwhile... What the fuck? I'm so lost. Wait, this guy's eyes are also pink, like fucking this guy. So they were drinking here. And when you get sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint. So someone drugged the two of them. But that has to be James, right? I feel like James is the evil guy here for the reason that I said. So James Turner, I'm gonna say drugged. He must have drugged both Leopold and Podrick Hill. I'm gonna say drugged. Podrick Hill in the salon. I don't know, salon or library. Like, what would you say? Let's go with library this time. Oh yeah, in the library. This is Podrick Hill. This is where he falls asleep, right? And... Or no. If he stole something. He stole the button because he's trying to frame him. So he stole a button. Therefore, he drugged Leopold Blanchard. Meanwhile, in the tea house, maybe tea house, let's go with that. The young man named Gideon Bell drugged, planted, blank, and stole a Lemurian... Oh no, someone else did. Meanwhile, in the... Oh, so maybe it was Ergen Pitu drugged Gideon Bell. But he's hyperactive. And stole? I mean, I don't like this. In the salon around noon. Whoa. James Turner killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button? This is so wrong. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay. I'm actually kind of close. But why? I'm just trying to think what's not right. I mean, it's got to be, like, within here. I guess we can take a look at alibis. If they were in the tea house, obviously they couldn't have killed in the salon. This guy, Leopold Blanchard, was definitely in the salon. But he was framed. The gardener didn't do it. The butler didn't do it. So the doctor and the general... I guess, wow, they're the only people that are supporting their stories. So James, as the master of the house, led the interrogation. Yeah, he could have killed everyone. He spent the rest of the time playing Alistair when the alarm was raised. And Alistair, they played chess and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. Did anyone else see them? Like, leaving the chess place? Saw Master Turner come to the chest house and send the butler away, just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chest house and return shortly afterwards. Who the fuck saw this? Gideon saw this. Gideon Bell, you fucking goat. So, Alistair actually left, and he killed Augustus Valentine, and that makes sense, because James Turner and Alistair Cock know each other from the Dark Hand shit. And the mystery is solved, baby. That's how you do it. Oh my god, no hints accessed. Not gonna lie, recording these episodes takes so long, but it's so worth it. It's so much fun. Brotherhood members Alistair and James plotted to turn the ruling moderate and loyalist parties against each other. Over the course of a weekend at James Manor, Alistair murdered the moderate leader and James framed the loyalist leader. Return to scenario selection, baby. Let's go. You have proven that I can trust you. Is this Hertz? Yes. Oh my god, is he like a Nazi? Here's the Brotherhood's artifact that I removed from the traitor Keen. Let me educate you how it works. I set it to take the cup from this water. Oh my god, freeze. Then I changed the symbols to use the idol to give that heat to someone else. Right. But there is much more that the idol can do. We already knew all of this. Why are they laughing so much? It's fine. Chill out. Let's just move to chapter 4. Wow, this is going to be a big one. Or, yeah, this is just chapter 4. The New Order. The Triumph of Order. We're going to try to do 2 chapters per video. I know it's a lot. Okay. So the Order is now trying to take control of the entire world. Let's see how many areas we've got. Only 2. Nope, we've got more. And this guy is basically gonna be Hitler, I'm imagining. I don't know why, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Alright, start from the beginning. Start from the body. Someone died. It looks like the man is not breathing, no apparent wounds, so the idol must have killed this person. Prince of Dusk. Like night, I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Prince-like and I do when just. They told us that in the last episode, to look for codes. This is David Gorin. Poor bugger. I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. An Albion Frank banknote. Okay. Citizen, Mr. David Gorin, birth year, blah, blah, blah. Enforcer of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience. Had a secret compartment in his office locker. Denied the existence of the secret compartment. Loyal service and low-ranking position to the Order Party. 10 merit. Okay, so it looks like, what's his name, Franz or whatever, Hertz, managed to make it to the top by removing all of his opposition. David Gorin has 8 total merit. Good. Then we've got Nicholas Maker, also part of the Order. It is a thing of beauty to see the order prevail. If it were not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. History of infraction and obedience. Labeled a protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was Wednesday. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. Loyal service and low-ranking position to the order party, plus 10 merit. Total merit, plus 4. So these two lose 6, I guess. And he's the record keeper of the order party / a lawyer. Nicholas. I'll wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. So tell me why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now, unless you want me to write up an official report about a 4th virtue breach. Your beloved brother. I can see this being the brother. Because skin tone wise, they're kind of similar. Alright. I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. And this guy, this tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? And this guy? Such a relief that they decided to not push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. What is going on? Weekly order party of People's Tribunal number 42. Are you guys enjoying this? I hope so. March 14, 1795. 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. The tribunal is opened at 12. 15 minutes later, each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes are calculated. The first culprit merit exaction starts, second culprit exaction starts, and the third merit starts. So whatever merit means, why is that important? Total merit plus 8. Nicholas Maker has total merit plus 4. This guy may have died because he had low merit. All of these guys are also part of the order, just based on their... I don't know. What am I doing at this point? Now I just... Luca trying not to flex challenge. Their clothes. Okay. Remember the third virtue. The third virtue must be fashion. I bet that's what it is based off of this. Remember the second virtue. Or maybe it's the opposite of fashion then. So work diligently and don't spend money on fashion. Such a relief that they decided not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. Right. So you have to stay low fashion. You have to stay diligent. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust, and what do they even know about true art? I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. So this guy's the fashion fella. These guys maybe have lust, and this guy's like lazy. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's go upstairs. What are you? Ah, James Turner. That is music to my ears, Alistair, but do control your emotions. We as arbiters of order must never violate the first virtue. Stay emotionally unavailable. That's actually a pretty good rule for life, and that's the lust one. Here we have a bunch of Albion Frank banknotes. I guess they're getting money. Dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant Daniel has demonstrated extreme untidiness and thus breached one of the virtues. Junior assistant Toby. Untidiness is one of the virtues. I thought there were only 3 virtues. This guy has 12 merit, and he's the arbiter of the order party. History of infraction and obedience. Drank a full bottle of brandy at picnic, so maybe alcohol as well. Kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. And loyal service to the order party, high-ranking position, 20 merit. Interesting. So if we take a look at the other merits / books here, lying is bad, and secrets are bad. So maybe there's a lot of merit. I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. So this is the guy whose merit was really low. Interesting. What have we got here? Fang and Quinn, Walter Keane, Lothar Richards, Josh Bailey, Horace Webb, Gideon Bell. We've seen so many of these guys before. But let's take a look at Alistair Cock first. What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the 4th virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. Okay. So the 4th virtue is perhaps secret. Do control your emotions. We must never violate the 1st virtue. And then this guy's talking about the 4th virtue. Alright. History of infraction. Slapped a sergeant in anger. Emotions. Listened to marching music in his manner. Is that also emotions? Loyal service to the order party in high-ranking position. I think we're going to have to calculate how much merit is removed per each virtue. A bunch of Albion Frank banknotes. He's not as rich. And dear Arbiter Cock, I'm writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the 1st virtue. And that is the emotion one. Okay. Should I take a look at these now? I'm going to take a look at these last, I think. Let's go here first. So you are Hertz, right? Silence. You will perform your function as much as required. It is paramount to ensure order in our new society. And the idol has increase something. I can't really remember. Remember the second virtue. Store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. The second virtue is something about secrecy, I think. Alright, brandy and opium. So this is drugs. Alcohol and drugs. Invoice. Blackbrook Farm. 3 pounds of butter. Delivery. Maybe this is more like indulgence. Not so much drugs. I don't know. A violin. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. And Gideon Bell. A portrait of Gideon Bell painted by Jasmine Nightwings in 1794. What is going on here, man? The order is whack. I don't think I could survive Nazi Germany like this. How about you? First virtue. Oh, observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Love or lust, I think that's emotions. 4 is like secrecy or something. 2 flying, 3 sun. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. What's up with you? In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I would prefer storing no more than this. London Gazetteer. Since year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament and liberated our government from multi-party chaos, the Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. High Arbiter Lazarus Hurst has announced in 2 months the party and its supporters will participate in a peaceful march to the king's current residence to demonstrate their virtue of moderation. Moderation. Okay, so it is indulgence. I'm honored to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. Sloth is laziness, we knew that, so you have to work diligently. There are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring though, too bad literature is forbidden. Based. Tobacco, a half full pouch of tobacco. We've got most everything. I think what we gotta do now is check these things. Fangor Quinn. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Culprit, Mr. Fangor Quinn. Birth year, 1760. Claimed he had no wife. Has a painting depicted a naked person in his house. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger. And was observed spending a night with a neighbor's wife. Someone mentioned something about that. Dear Arbiter Cock, I'm writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. Okay, so the colonel is Fangor Quinn. Does it say that? No, but good to know. Then we got Walter Keane. What's his culprit? Flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention. Wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. Claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. Expelled from the party of order. Maybe it's Walter Keane. Walter Keane, so maybe it's not Maker's brother that died. It could be Walter Keane. And I can see that because Lazarus wanted to kill him for disobeying. Lothar Richards. Who was this guy again? Held a dinner party a few years ago. Oh, that's Mary Richards' husband, or father. Same thing in these times. Where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests, got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident daughter Mary and her husband Peter. Peter ended up marrying her? Fucking damn, dude. You guys can succeed too, probably. Evaluated as plus 15 merit. Josh Bailey. Left his work at Tannerley early, drank excessively amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat, drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak, approached a married woman with indecent offer, denied 4 times during questioning that he had done these acts.
Oh my god, bro.
Why did I click this? I just wanted to... I just wanted to put in people's names, man. Oh god. Horace Webb. Has not held down a job since the new regime. Evaluated 60 instances of non-work. Claims he is in his castle, helping his servants clean it. Possesses 15 books! Kept in his private library. Well,
oh my god,
sorry.
bro.
Expressed willingness to donate to his castle to the party. Evaluated at 200 plus. And Gideon Bell, Duke Gideon Bell, wears an outrageous hairstyle. Broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning. Has refused to start working. Evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping. And rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Alright. With that, we can finally go to thinking. First virtue is... I don't know. I think first virtue is gonna be emotions. That seems right. Let's try to find out what each virtue is depending on what, like, based on the pictures. So we know no emotions. We know no indulgence. We know, like, no sex or anything, or lying. So truth probably is the I. And what else have we got? Not art. Fashion. I think it's fashion. Although that could be indulgence, I guess. No, it's probably fashion. Okay, so the second virtue is diligence. And the third virtue is fashion. So I think emotions could be this one. I'm gonna put diligence. At work, blank, blank, blank will be punished. That makes sense. The third virtue is... Maybe it's not fashion, but it's like... Third virtue. This person... Maybe... Where did I see it? There's beauty. It could be beauty. So if it's beauty, then fashion and art would both fit. And then lust as well. No, but emotions would be lust. Excessive lust. And then at work, sloth will be punished. Excessive indulgence will be punished. Maybe untidiness would be unpunished. And then, what the fuck is the fourth virtue? Beauty? It could be music. Music could be for beauty. But wouldn't indulgence, like alcohol and drugs, be the excess also? Like, at work indulgence makes no sense. Excessive indulgence and lust makes more sense. Therefore... Moderation. At work moderation, truth. At work mistakes, maybe? I can see that. I'm honestly just trying to fill this in based on what makes sense. So, what would the fourth virtue be? The fourth virtue, I think it says something here? The second virtue, store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breach. The second virtue is diligence. Okay, let's just remember the second virtue, so work hard. So what is this one then? The fourth virtue is truth, right? So there's no lies or secrets. All lies, all... Are there secrets? All secrets, and all souls will be punished. I can see it being that. What if we do this? Truth. Emotions. But there's also literature. They're punishing literature. What if literature goes for beauty and music goes for emotion? Fuck. Okay, well, first of all, I'm stupid. Moderation is the first virtue. Therefore, emotions... It's instead of music. Oh, okay, cool. Actually, that helps. So then, what do we have to change? Art, fashion, literature for beauty. Or would truth be literature? Because there could be music in beauty. I like it. It's just all art stuff. So what if we put literature instead of souls? Holy fuck. Okay, actually, that didn't take too long. But I feel like I wasn't even looking at what's happening in the game. Okay. Minus blank merit to see how much each of these are punished. Okay, some years have passed since Order Party has seized power. Okay, there was a gazetteer newspaper somewhere. We just have to find out who had it. Gazetteer, Prince of Dusk. Like night I am dark and full of terror. This could be Walter Keane, man, I'm telling you. Who had the damn newspaper on them? Which one of y'all? London Gazetteer. March 13th, 1795. Since year 1992, when it gained majority in Parliament, so that's 3 years. Oh, during a tribunal, someone is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, the idol was used on him, and he lost... Holy shit, what did he lose? Oh, years. He loses years? Or does he lose bones? Let's see what he looks like. The man is not breathing, no apparent wounds. I feel like he still has bones. I mean, his skull is there. Like night I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look at my face. Just look for my face. Why does he hold on to this? Alright, so in order to get the merit, what we can do is take a look at people's notes. He took a double-length lunch break in the office. And labeled protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was Wednesday. So this is diligence, right? But he has plus 10 merit. He has plus 4 total, so minus 6. So I think diligence is going to be minus 3 merit a pop. Makes sense. Then you denied the existence of the secret compartment and had a secret compartment in his office. So this is just lying. Lying will be punished. He got plus 10 and he only lost 2. So thinking here, I feel like it's only going to be minus 1 merit. The third virtue is beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guest. That's indulgence. Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Evaluated as plus 15, but we don't see how much he has. Okay, this guy drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic and kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. I think we have literature, but we don't have indulgence. Well, I guess we can figure that out, right? So he has plus 12. He got 20, and then he lost 8. So if he lost 1 here, then he lost 7 here. So that's this much merit. Okay. Slapped the sergeant in anger. That's not beauty, though. Does he have beauty? Listen to marching music in his manner. Okay, so it's emotions, and then this one. So this is minus 7. He got plus 20, and he has 11. So he lost 9 in total, so this must be 2 merit. Is that right? Everything is filled in correctly, baby! Boop! There are a few empty slots. What am I doing here? Fangor Quinn received how much merit? Oh, cool. Okay, now we just take a look at these books. Fangor Quinn claimed he had no wife. That's a lie. He has a painting depicted an art thing. That's... Okay, so hold on. Lying is minus 1. Okay, so painting depicting a naked person in his house. Is that lust or is that art? I'm going to assume that's art. Because lust is going to be observed spending night with a neighbor's wife. So he had minus 1, minus 3, I think? Minus 2, so minus 3 total. He broke his favorite wife in anger. That's minus 10. And then lust is here, minus 17. So let's do that. Walter Keene receives how much merit now? Okay, Walter Keene, where are you at? Expelled from the party of order. Wow, fucking Walter, man. I feel bad for you. You tried so hard. Flirted 3 times with different married women at the party convention. That's lust, minus 7. Wore ridiculous headgear at public events. That's minus 2, we said, for beauty. So that's minus 9 total. And he claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. That's a lie. That's minus 1. So that's minus 9, I believe. Minus 0, 9. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay. I think it might be because he was flirting 3 times and wearing headgear 5 times. So beauty is 5 times 2. He lost 10 here. And 3 times 7, 21, so 31. Plus a lie, 32. So let's try minus 32. Okay. Everything is filled in correctly. Now Lothar Richards and Josh Bailey. I mean, this is so much fun, guys. I'm doing fucking menial work here. It feels like I'm doing my taxes, and I don't even do those. Thanks, accountants. Left his work at Tannerley early. That's minus 3. Drank excessive amounts of gin. That's minus 7, so minus 10 total. Excessive amounts, minus 17. Minus 24, and then 4 times denied, so that's 4. So minus 28, I think. I'm pretty sure it's minus 28. I don't know if I was doing the math correctly, but... we'll see. Josh Bailey. Wait, fuck. That was Josh Bailey. Uh-oh. Okay. Josh Bailey, you're moving to 28. Lothar Richards, on the other hand, held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. That's minus 7. Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Minus 14. But then he revealed that the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident Mary and her husband Peter evaluated at plus 15. Wow, he gave up his wife. I mean, his daughter. I'm not even doing that on purpose. But seriously. These things are they're tough to deal with, you know, when you got something like the Order. Okay, I'm pretty sure I fucked up Josh Bailey. No, actually, I fucked up Lothar Richards. It's just this. Okay, everything is filled in correctly. Man, thinking about the Order, though, is kind of making me think about America, and I usually am outspoken in my videos about my, like, ideas and mentalities in politics. I hope everyone's okay in terms of what's happening recently with, like, ICE in Minnesota. It's kind of fucked up, man. It's definitely unconstitutional, yet orders when you're in power really can do anything, so don't be afraid to speak up and fight for what you believe in. There are empty slots. Horace Webb received and Gideon Bell received. Gotcha. Has not held down a job, that's -3. Evaluated as 60 instances of not worth, -180. Claims he works in his castle helping his servants clean it, so that's a claim, so -181. Wait, what the fuck? Why does he have... Oh, did he receive something? 200, got it. Possesses 15 books, and that's literature, so 15, 181, 196, so he has +4. And then Gideon Bell wears an outrageous hairstyle, so that's beauty, that's -2. Broke down in tears 10 times questioning, 70. 72. Refusal to start working, 5 instances of job skipping, that's 15, 87. And rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin in the Sovereign? Wait, what? Am I wrong here also? It's -2 and -3. So lying. He's just lying. Once, job skipped 16, broke down 76, and wears an outrageous hairstyle 79. Right? Did I do the math wrong? How the fuck did I do the math wrong? 70, 15, oh, 80, 87, 88. Okay. Whoops. That was so bad. Don't worry. I'm good at higher level math. Okay. Boom. Last but not least, the scroll is not filled in. 3 years have passed since the Order party has seized power. During the tribunal, I don't know, is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. I mean, it's not Gideon Bell, is it? I feel like it's... No, Walter Keane just left. So what if we put Gideon Bell? Although, I'm not convinced about that either. What if we see what they say? I would never breach the 4th virtue. Colonel, Someone said something about the highest ever merit deduction. This is probably the Colonel. Such a relief they did not any passion. What do you say? Thing of beauty to see the Order prevail. If it were not against the 1st virtue, I would feel very happy. Man, these guys are fucked up. This is getting so intense. Poor bugger, I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. Oh, he's wearing blue also. So he lost years. So maybe it is Gideon Bell, because he was wearing blue in the last case. Largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, idol was used on him, and he lost blank years, I would imagine, and died. But how many? I guess we'll find that out. This kind of says rot. And if you guys remember from the first episode, Edmund Cloudesley had that effect of accelerating mold, so you probably lose years. I just don't know how many years he would have lost. It might just be 88. We can try that. But it would make sense for me. Nice. The scroll is fulfilled. The Order party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. The young Duke Gideon Bell was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idol to decrease Gideon's youth by 88 years, thus making him 108, which resulted in his death. Wow. He was only 20? Dang. Is this chapter... Oh, chapter 4. Okay, we have to finish chapter 4. The slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. So now they're actually attacking the capital. Oh god. How's thinking looking like? What the fuck? There's so much. Okay, let's just get started. Take a look in here. Oh, Sebastian Cloudesley's place. Yo, this is sick. Is this where it all comes together? An empty cannon. Okay. A pile of mangled and burned corpses. So you could use fire on that. That's it? What am I doing here? What? Sebastian, that didn't help at all. But fine. Meanwhile, we've got Peter and Mary. They're gonna be found by a horse, I think, right? They're somehow married now. I can't believe this. 7. This is Peter's seal. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. I will be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Lazarus. Why is Lazarus so involved if he had to still become a Proud Beast initiate to start? Meanwhile, Peter, what do you think? Worry not and continue the feast. Wife, nothing can stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. A horse race betting slip. Almost empty whiskey flask. He's drunk. And a small sword. Meanwhile, Mary, why did you fall in love with him? Dear husband, you are so brave and you have been drinking since early this morning. Perfect wife. But what will we do now? What if the evil government men will find us? A harp. And become the pure flower that I know you can be for me. Edmund Cloudesley, 1788, January 5th. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies. While you I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise and you will become my ideal wife. So maybe she wanted Edmund the entire time, but he died. For you I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Baddeley. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudesley died in some robbery and I'm rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry Peter. Oh. So this is all about, like, when it happened. 1788, January 5th, 1788, March 5th. So this happened later. So she probably liked Peter only because what's-his-name is gone now. Moreover, here, what have we got? Someone died. An order guy. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. So he's a dead person. Slightly dented saber with some blood on it. Okay. Belchester Castle, Blackfields, Crow Towers, Woodshires. Port. Capital. Okay, we can figure all that out. What's in this house? I don't think we've been in this house before. Holy shit, who are you? Oh, I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you've fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Straw men are your bane. An empty musket, and this is a Dark Hand steward. Do we know any Dark Hand stewards? We know Walter Keane. But Walter Keane was black, wasn't he? Damn you, you cunning devil. Ah! You will find me in the place where we first two met. There we can talk. 2 pistols. So they were supposed to do a duel, perhaps? Man, I should have been paying attention to, like, the arm bands for the orders. Someone, okay, first missed or got shot through? Who knows? Bike? A newly invented transportation device? Nope. I want to be back in here. And in here, the place where we first met. Walter Keane and David Gorin, perhaps? Yep. This is what it sounds like. A scarecrow with a hole through its head. He got shot and a bullet lodged in the wall. What a strong-ass rifle. And here we've got, I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone, in peace, so we can discuss your compensation. This must be Walter Keane talking to David Gorin. And David Gorin, was he a steward? I think he was a Black Hand steward. I can't remember exactly though. We'll figure it out. What's here? Oh my god. The cock. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the Merit executions. But unfortunately, there's no golden idol crystal. It's broken. Someone broke it. What? Okay. What are you fucking trying to do, imbecile? And here, this regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. The watch is ticking and shows 12:15 p.m. Capital Route morning report at 8. A newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, an individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on a new 2-wheel contraption. And at 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. Okay, so we know who the bike guy is, at least. Oh my god, there's a camp here too? Let's check out everything here first, though. Here we've got a boat that is probably insurrectionist. And if we go in here... Oh my god, it's been so long since we've seen you, Oscar Boyton! All those order rats sneaking around here, this is no good. I hope they just blackmail me and bugger off. Large kitchen knife. Partially peeled lemon. He's been peeling this for hours. Days, weeks, years. No less. A ring of various keys. Dandelion room. Ada Baker. Forget-me-not room. Walter Knott. 2 nights. They're not important, clearly. Do you think they'll try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. Ooh. EC. An embroidered handkerchief. Wait, this is Ada Baker. Maybe. She could also be Lucia. A simple key. Hand of cards. I've instructed him to arrive around 11:30. Most likely he will be in order party uniform. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. And that did happen because she has EC. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. Okay, so someone gave her Edmund Cloudsley's handkerchief, who clearly works for the Order. I can't remember who this person is with the mole, but I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. Hand of cards, 3 Albion francs, stiletto blade. And you? Nonsense, I'm not an idiot, but real men like us could beat those Order party ninnies even without any weapons. Hand of cards, 2 Albion francs, and a small sword. Okay, is that it? We can't go anywhere else? Alright. Then let's check here. What is in here? Blackfield Manor, Lover's Islet, Belchester Castle. Let's just grab all these. Lazarus Hurst. Man, Lazarus, how the fuck did you do this, man? I'm so impressed, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not that it's like a good thing what you're doing, making an order or whatever, but holy shit, you became an initiate and then somehow solved everything? DG, David Gorin. Since his success at the Mermaid Inn has been proven to be resourceful and discreet. Oh, since his success at Mermaid Inn proven to be resourceful and discreet. Cool. Nicholas Maker. Cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. Alistair Cock, pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill. James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivate to cooperate. And Walter Keane, ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. And then what's this note? Lazarus! You took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. That's the bar. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. Okay. Interesting. All of this we have kind of seen already. And Nicholas Maker is here. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. And that's all. Okay. Now with that, we can check out thinking. The scroll is not filled in. Early in the morning, someone went and wanted to... Okay, so it's all about death. There was a lot of death here. What is this? What did I just click? Hello? I have to go to other cases? Yeah. That's not happening. Okay, well, I feel like we should start with Walter Keane and David Gorin. And how are we going to figure this out? Early in the morning, someone killed at the none of that is useful. Afternoon went to because had tried to get back. Instead, they found a blank on the way they started to fight over it because wanted to repay the debt or something. Damn you, you cunning devil. I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Strawmen are your bane. So this... I think it's the other way around, actually. This is David Gorin died to Walter Keane, who was the Dark Hand Steward. And we know that David Gorin was still useful for Lazarus. So he was on the bike. The problem is I don't know which is which. Early in the morning... Oh, it's time. Before noon, in the afternoon. So we can just find... This is probably the most recent one, right? Because he's still alive. And then let's find who else is dead. We know that these guys are burned to a crisp. This must be early in the morning. And then where was the other dead person? Here. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. Is that what we think? I guess they could have... Which way did they come? Maybe this is the earliest one. What I do know, though, is that probably Gorin went to the blank. Islet, Castle, Crossroads. No, it was the cabin to something. I don't know, but okay, hold on. Let's take one thing at a time. He killed David Gorin. Walter Keane did, right? Walter Keane tricked him the same way at the cabin. Okay, maybe we figure out this side first. Early in the morning, someone killed blank at the castle. Is that right? How are we going to find out the times? I think this woman's going to be important. The watch is... Okay, so who leaves? A newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by, An individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on the new two-wheeled contraption. That's David Gorin. And at 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. So I think that the first person that dies at 8 is probably... It's a carriage, so it's got to be someone important, like Lazarus. Because, I mean, he's like the Hitler of the Order, right? Early in the morning, someone killed Lazarus. I'm gonna put that in here for now. Lazarus Hearst, but I don't know where. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the Merit executions. How is that helpful? So who the fuck is this guy? I don't know. A slightly dented saber with some blood on it. Why is that important? Did he use the saber to... Was it like a framing? Oh, and then this horse. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. I will be back at the camp for a 10 o'clock strategy meeting, as planned. Okay, so why... Oh, Lazarus went here. So, a pile of mangled and burned corpses. So Lazarus did die here. Early in the morning, Lazarus Hearst went to the property of our late brother. Yeah, what is that? Manor? I guess it's manor? To maybe kill or have or fight or find so-and-so because something. I don't know, but who killed Lazarus Hearst? Did fucking Peter Baddies do something? I feel like he's useless, though. This is Ada. Do you think they will try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. Conceal your face, okay. Nonsense, I'm not an idiot. Wait, to what? I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. And the cannon is what we saw here, right? So, I mean, the only fucking gambler we know is Peter. If he lost a cannon to Peter, maybe Peter... Oh wait, this is the cannon. I thought this was just the carriage. Oh wait, they came out the carriage. This is the fucking carriage! And then Peter, because Edmund died, Peter got all of his shit, right? Or, I mean, we don't know if he got all of his shit, but he was ready to put the cannon here to kill Lazarus. So what if Peter Baddies killed Lazarus at the manor? And then before noon, the last person that's dead, I mean, we can just tell. Maker Nicholas is alive. Alistair Cock is also alive. Mary's alive. So it had to be killed James Turner. But who killed James Turner? A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. And slightly dented saber with some blood on it. So there was a fight. Is it actually this guy? We can't check his fucking sword. A slightly dented saber. What? Did he hit his helmet? Do I have to check that? Did he hit his helmet? We can never really tell. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body. I don't know. Why is the saber slightly dented? Unless they switched swords. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try Alistair Cock. I just don't know why he would be doing that. Maybe Peter had the golden idol that he was supposed to be using. So he killed Cock at camp or crossroads? At the crossroads, right? The scroll is filled incorrectly. Holy cow. Okay. So early in the morning, Lazarus Hearst went to the manor to do something because something wanted to blank the golden idol. We know that. Before noon, Alistair Cock and James Turner went out to try and find so-and-so. Instead, they found the golden idol at the crossroads. On the way back, they started to fight over it. So they tried to find someone. Who did they try to find, though? Walter Keane, maybe? Let's try Walter Keane. I feel like this could be too off. Not filled in correctly, fuck. I guess before noon, they could have been trying to find Lazarus Hearst. Oh, nice. So, okay, they were trying to find Lazarus because he wasn't coming back. Instead, they found the golden idol at the crossroads. No, they died at the crossroads, and they find the golden idol at the fucking manor where he died, of course. On the way back, they started to fight. Okay, cool. That means that in the afternoon, David Goren went to the cabin to kidnap, find, blackmail someone because someone has tried to kill someone else to get back his lost years. I bet it's lost years. What if... Oh my god. Okay. Hear me out. I might be insane. Where's the cabin? Walter Keane. We thought he was black before, but he just became old. Because he tried to... Yeah, Walter Keane tried to get his years back somehow using the golden idol. Had tried to have Lazarus Hearst to... Wait, what? Had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his lost years. Right. Right. Wait, so we can just check Lazarus's notes to find out if it was Walter Keane or not. You took 32 years from me. They're the fucking years. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make a story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. Okay, so David Goren went to the cabin to kill Walter Keane. Because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his lost years. Therefore, the only thing we have left is early in the morning, Lazarus Hearst went to the manor to blank because blank wanted to blank the golden idol. But that doesn't make sense because he had the golden idol. That's how Alistair Cock and James Turner found it. So what? Yeah, I guess this also makes sense. Pompousson is a military man ready to kill. That's how we know he killed James Turner. And Walter Keane, yeah, he does not look the same. Ambitious and incentive, but treacherous as many smart people are. You've got poison with him as well. What are you saying? If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Wow, I figured it out without clicking any of that. I'm not even clicking any of this shit, because I've played this so recently that I know. Why is this important? I guess this is important too somehow. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudsley died in some robbery and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. This was the same year, a couple months later. And this was... Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to the colonies. While you I will put on a pedestal of sweet praise and you will become my ideal wife. Oh, but it's 1795. How didn't I see this before? So this was 7 years after Cloudsley died? Yes. So... who sends her this? I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. I guess it could be any one of the Alistair or James or Lazarus. But why would... Wait, what if he's hiding her here? Would that make sense? Or, I mean... No, hold on. Do you say anything? You, brother. Worry not and continue the feast. Nothing can stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. So, I mean, we know that he killed Lazarus anyway. So he must have been hiding Mary at the manor. Went to the manor to find... Is that right? To find Mary. That's why she's an option. Mary Richards. Where's Richards? No, Mary Baddeley now. Because someone wanted to have the ideal wife. And who wanted that? That's Lazarus Hearst. Oh my god. Before storming the king's castle with the Order party, Lazarus Hearst sent his men to Sebastian Cloudsley's old manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love, Mary Baddeley, née Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Baddeley. Upon entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene with Mary. Thank you for playing. That's it? Was that 6 cases? I thought it was 6 cases. Or is it DLC that gives us the 6 cases? Hey, weren't you with the Order party? Oh, no. I was never part of that ghastly organization. Oui. I can take this gilded blessed trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 soup for it and call yourself lucky. Ooh, that probably sets up the DLC. Wow, I thought that this series would be at least 3 episodes. But I just sat here for a long time filming this. because I love detective games. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this, because this is one of the more fun games, to be honest, and different games that we've played on the channel in a while. So if you did, please let me know. And if you did, consider liking and subscribing. Ooh, there is an epilogue. But I feel like I've been sitting for so long and doing this that if you guys want to see the epilogue and start the DLC, maybe we can do those two things together. We have indeed defeated the Case of the Golden Idol. If you enjoyed the series, let me know of any other future series that you'd like to see. Drop those in the comments down below, because everything I do for you. And dear family, go check out other videos on the channel. We have a whole library of variety content, something for everyone. I'm just trying to be genuine and entertaining and build a community with you guys. If that interests you, help me out. Until next time, I love you. Stay tuned and goodbye.